All right, welcome on in everyone to this episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Glacier's Edge 620 out of Wisconsin. The council was originally formed in 2005 as the merger of Four Lakes and Mississippi. We'll take a look at the first issue here on the patch table. This is the S1 with its blue border, light blue sky, brown fleur-de-lis, red letters on the leading edge in quotation marks there. They do list in the more recent collecting guides a range of colors for the fleur-de-lis, trees, and the sky. We'll take a look at why that's mentioned as such in just a moment. Taking a look at the back here, first issue has just a plastic back. Pretty standard. Move that up here. And I also want to take a look then at the SA2. Again, this merger happened in 2005. We do believe that these two were produced at essentially the same time because you can see just very slightly here, ghosted in the center on the SA2 is 2005. You can kind of see the 2, 0, 0. The 5 is very hard to see at this angle. But these were the first two patches, essentially the same patch produced now with a red border. So red border, light blue sky, brown fleur-de-lis, red lettering. When we look at the back on this one, again, it does look essentially the same with that same plastic, clear plastic back. So those were the first two issues for the council. Now the reason they do list this as a range of colors is because the first issue S1 is their standard issue, and as they would run out of those standard issues for uniform wear, they would place in replacement orders, so get the patch reproduced, and we can see a later production run here. So we do see slight differences in the color and text. We get a slightly bolder text here on this later production run. We see the green for the trees looks a bit darker. I would say the fleur-de-lis also potentially looks a bit darker. We can know this is a later production run from the backing. So the backing, plastic colored scout backing there, is going to tell us this happens to be a later production one. We actually were shooting this video a little while ago when we realized the difference in backs, and this was the only S1 that we had at the time. Again, our goal here is just to provide you, the viewers, with as much information as possible. We obviously expected that the back of the first ones would probably look similar to this SA2, which we did have in our collection at the time. So we did go start scouring to see if we could find an SA1 that has a similar clear plastic back, and we were able to pick that up before shooting the video. Again, our goal is always just to try and bring everyone as much information as possible. Certainly, as far as collecting goes, there's no difference between these two CSPs. They're both considered S1s from Glacier's Edge, but we always also think it's fun to show you as much as we can as far as information and such. So those are the first issues there for Glacier's Edge 620. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. We're back every single day with brand new episodes. Remember, you can always check out our previous episodes at your convenience 24/7 on the channel. We hope to see you back here tomorrow for another new episode. I want to thank everyone for all your support. We hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next one.